legend continues. Welcome to the live broadcast of the 76th Bradby Shield second leg, brought to you by Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com. Trinity College hosting Royal College for the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield encounter. Coming to you live from the Trinity College Rugby Stadium here at Pallekelle. Lovely pictures, of course, brought to you by Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com. I hope you are excited as we are for this incredible encounter. A rivalry unmatched, traditions uncontestedly the best in Sri Lankan schools rugby. The blue ribbon of Sri Lankan rugby is yet to be unveiled here at Pallekelle. And joining me in the com box are two of our good mates, Dinuk Bhaskaran, and also joining us newly is Hamza Riza of Royal College 2017, and was incidentally the highest try scorer of the league as well. Welcome, gentlemen. Absolute pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, very good evening. All of you are joining this live coverage from the beautiful Pallekelle Rugby Stadium, also known as the den of the Trinity College rugby team. It's lovely pictures, crowd beautifully building up here today, Sudarshana, and hoping for a cracker of a game to witness in the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield.
Yes, you might be quite a relieved man, Hamza, coming into Pallekelle. Lovely weather here as well. And Royal, of course, with a massive cushion of 29 points. Very, very nice weather for the game. 28 max, but with the nice wind that's blowing across the ground, I think both the teams will be absolutely enjoying the weather.
Definitely, and thank you very much for that warm introduction, Sudarshana. As you rightfully said, both teams will look to put their all into the second leg of this Bradby Shield, and Royal, with that lead, will definitely look to retain the shield.
Yes, of course, they will look to retain the shield. Royal have won it 34 times, but Trinity is still holding that slight edge since the series began in 1945. Both the teams have played 75 Bradby encounters, with Trinity with 39 wins. Only two drawn games, one in 1992 and the other in 2016. So both these teams will be looking to make sure that they have the tally in their favor once this game is over. And but Royal College, of course, with a better chance. Lovely pictures coming to you, and these pictures are going to bring back a lot of nostalgic memories for any Royalist who's watching this.
Definitely, Sudarshana. This is right through the main corridor of the college main hall. That is the main entrance, the main A-level section building.
Yes, a majestic grand old lady lying in the heart of Colombo 7, Royal College, Colombo. A lot of memories, I'm sure, for everybody who are watching this and who have passed through the annals of Royal College, Colombo, and a lot of history behind both these institutions as well. And these pictures will no doubt send shivers down the spines of a lot of the old boys who are watching this, especially from abroad, who are not so close to home, who have missed this one a lot. And also similarly, here where the river, lake and mountain meet, we have a beautiful facility for the Trinitians to be very proud of. Dinuk, Trinity College Kandy has seen many years pass by, but her majesty remains.
Yeah, 150 years since Trinity. In 1872, Reverend Alan Jones, who discovered Trinity College, and Reverend Collins, the first principal, and the famous basketball court. This is where rugby players were made. This is where basketball players were made. This is where cricketers were made, and a place that is full of students during intervals. The newly made block on the other side, alongside the famous Gaster block, and no one will ever forget this sacred place at Trinity College. That bell that rings in the evening for the tea, for the boarders. And look at this. It's a beautiful sight with David Painter's paintings inside, and takes long back on how that was built. That brings a lot of memories running through that, Sudarshana.
Yes, so plenty of memories brought back with that montages. But here's what has happened in the last 10 encounters of the 76th Bradby Shield. Now, it has been a tale of two different sections. Trinity being very dominant in the first 4 years of the last 10 years. Trinity won it back-to-back in 2011, 12, 13 and 14. Royal winning it back in 2015. And since then, it has been a right royal affair. In 2016, it was a game that was tied, but 2017, 18, 19, the Royal had a little bit of a struggle and a shock, especially because of the fact that Trinity came out roaring in the second leg. Unfortunately, in 2020 and 2021, we did not have an encounter due to the COVID-19 pandemic that plagued the entire world. But come 2020, here we are at the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield, and the Bradby will be decided here in Pallekelle. What we'll do now is we'll go for a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have loads of content. So do not go anywhere, as we will be coming back to you with a host of content for the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield.
ප්‍රශ්නේ බාබකිව් නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිට්ස්. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ බාබකිව් කික් එක.
මෙන්න බාබකිව් නේ?
ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක. ක්‍රිස්පිනේ ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ.
We are at the dawn of an astronomical digital metamorphosis. This is the new frontier in banking, where limits are a thing of the past. NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක. ක්‍රිස්පිනේ ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ.
We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered.
ප්‍රශ්නේ බාබකිව් නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිට්ස්. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ බාබකිව් කික් එක.
මෙන්න බාබකිව් නේ?
Is crowned as the best bank in Sri Lanka 2022 by the prestigious Euromoney UK, reaffirming the bank's strength and stability. This accolade follows NDB being named Best Bank by the Global Finance USA and the Banker UK over the last 3 years. We thank our valuable customers and stakeholders for being a part of our success. NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
මොනවදාලු මේ කිසි ක්‍රිස්පි ගතියක් නැහැනේ.
ක්‍රිස්පිනේ? එතකොට මේ කර කර ගාලා හැපෙන්නේ?
කර කර ගාලා හැපෙනවා.
මොනවද කිව්වේ? ක්‍රිස්පි කේස් මෙතන බෑ. ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක. ක්‍රිස්පිනේ ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ.
Patana College, your champions!
Welcome back to the live action brought to you on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com. Coming to you, of course, live from Trinity College Rugby Stadium here at Pallekelle, bringing you the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield 2022. Royal College with a massive cushion, with a massive bumper of 29 points to nil after the first leg of the Bradby Shield. But second leg, it's a brand new story. It's a brand new game. And let's go across and listen to what the coaches and the captains of the two institutions had to say a couple of days ago about the Bradby and what their expectations are from it.
Bradby is always a special game. The boys have worked hard for the first leg. They have stick to the game plan, and I think that's why we were able to win it convincingly.
With the first leg, although we are happy with the scoreline, there are many things that we need improvement in. Like I thought we need more work at the set piece. But having said that, it's a Bradby and we have to be in our A game when we meet Trinity again in Pallekelle.
Actually, it's not enough. We are planning to win the second leg and a high margin and retain the shield for the 6th consecutive time.
So being a very inexperienced team, we just need to keep our head down and we need to start doing the basics. And it's a fresh game, it's a new game, it's the second leg of the Bradby Shield and it's all to play for. So we just need to go out there and start doing our basics and start playing well, and the boys need to start enjoying the game and give it all.
Obviously that wasn't the plan and that wasn't the result which is expected. But we feel it's due to our mistakes we lost that game and a couple of errors which we didn't expect happen, and boys were, the main thing was after Royal scored 10 tries, our focus went off. That was basically the main thing where the boys got switched off at that time. So we have been working on that for past 2 weeks. Boys are, as the coach, I personally know what these boys are capable of. So we are trying to bounce back in the second half. It's not going to be an easy task, but boys are ready to give their best shot.
Our team started well last game, but we had some shortcomings and we had some work. So we've been doing it for the past 2 weeks and we've done our homework and we are coming stronger and better.
Definitely, as you said, the home advantage is always there. But it's all about scoring points. We have to concentrate on scoring points at any given time. So plan is to add points at all the time, because if you really take, we lost 12 points in the first half in the first leg. So that is where we went. We started going backwards. So main target is to get as much as points as possible, and hopefully those 29 points will be in that points.
Well, two contrasting outlooks from either camp, because Royal College are looking to do their basics, looking to start from zero and make sure that they put up a very good performance. But Trinity College will have to play catch up. They have that at the back of their mind, and this is the reason why they have to play catch up. In the first leg, Royal College, absolutely dominant performance. Trinity did throw punters earlier on, but the moment this kick sailed through the upright Hamza, it was all Royal.
I think a small aspect where Trinity failed to capitalize, were unable to putting points on the board. The moment they missed the first few penalties, I think that demotivated them, and then Royal just kept on adding points on the board.
10 points to nil after the first half. You'd say that still the game was in the hand of the Trinitians if they wanted to win that one. But Royal scoring a try after Samara Ratna were sent to the bin and managing to make sure that they scored a try with 13 men on the field was the real turning point of the game, Hamza, because there the Royals forwards started believing it was this try that broke the spirit of the Trinitians and made sure that Royal managed to get the control of the game.
Definitely, Sudarshana. I think that is when Royal took control of the entire game. And Nabil Yahya adding the extras definitely added the pressure on the Trinity camp, because ultimately the aggregate is what's going to play a huge role.
Yes, he is going to play a massive role in the game today as well, because today Royal will be looking to play territorial. They will want to make sure that they try and put Trinity in on the back foot as much as they can and try and control the game. And they can do that, especially given the fact that they have a massive cushion of 29 points for the Shield. So Trinitians, they will do well if they focus on today's game and not the 29 points, because today's game starts at 0 points all. So Trinity need to make sure that they put in a very good performance and deliver that performance to make sure that they win the second leg first and then maybe look at the Bradby Shield.
Yes, I think it will also boil down to the mistakes and who can say composed and come out victorious, like you rightfully mentioned.
One of the crucial aspects that really hurt Trinity at the first leg were their missed kicks. Trinity had opportunity to put points on the board. The first kick, of course, they missed out because they couldn't take it quickly. This one was pretty much regulation, just on the 22 mark, pretty easy angle. Another Munson got a straight one right down the box from the person. Missed that out as well. The third kicker comes in. Kovida Vikramasinghe comes in the second half. Beautiful left foot clicker. Doesn't manage to add in any extra. So those are points that really did hurt Trinity. Like we told you, the two teams are coming in with two different plans. Here's what's on offer for Royal College. They can go on to score the highest aggregate in the Bradby. Captained by Azul Kahamid, it was 83 points to nil at the end of the two legs. Incidentally, Dushant Leuke, who is the coach at Royal College, was a member of this team as well. In 2015, Royal recorded the highest aggregate scored in one leg. That was 49 points to nil against Trinity after having a very, very close game in the first leg, 23 points to 22. A close game was expected in Colombo, but it was a massive blowout. Hamza will be able to add a little bit on that. He played in that game as well, but we'll come to that a little later. But looking at the last 20 years of how the results have turned out to be, 95% of the time, team winning the first leg has won the Bradby. But in 3 occasions, the team winning the Bradby, despite losing the second leg, it was twice Trinity under Belinda Gunawardena and then under Harlik Wadud. But in 2019, like we mentioned earlier, Prashant Bandarnayaka's Trinitians did challenge and gave a little shock to Tuleb Hassan's Royal outfit, coming back in the second leg, 13 points to 24, but it was a little too steep a mountain to climb. Comeback wins in the last 20 years, there is only one. 2011, Trinity College Reed Avenue Massacre under Murad Ramsey. They lost out in the first leg, 33 points to 25, but come the second leg, it was all Trinity, as Trinity managed to score 40 points to 5, then the highest aggregate for a single leg. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Everything is possible here at the Bradby. That's why it's a two-legged affair, and that's why it is going to be hardly fought, despite the first leg's result, by these two sets of warriors.
Here comes the two teams that will battle out today. Trinity on your left in their traditional red, gold, blue jerseys, and Royal on your right in the gold and blue jerseys. Everything to play for here. The Bradby Shield, the coveted Bradby Shield, sitting in front of Lord Byron Fernando, 82, single point scorer. Won that Bradby single-handedly for Trinity College. He's sitting right in front of that shield today, and these boys will have everything to play for.
Oh, absolutely everything to play for, and the rain did not be did not want to be the one sitting out or missing out on the Bradby as the skies open up and pours down on Pallekelle Rugby Football Stadium. Here are the men who will battle it out for Royal in the middle. The first row, Kavina Srikanth, Danadu Samaratna, Shanala Dikaram, unchanged from the first leg, and these three will be crucial for Royal. The locks, Yahan Veerasuriya, very experienced campaigner, and the deputy skipper of Royal College, Rahil Vijayasekara, wearing the number 5 jersey, manning the locks for Royal College. The third row for Royal have been impressive throughout the season. Randall Senanayaka, Naveen Pereira at number 8, and Bhuvanika Senanayaka on the open side flank. Royal College have done a lot of changes when it comes to the halfback combinations, but these three have been the constant for Royal College throughout the season. The halfbacks, Kavin Sasanga in number 9, the skipper for Royal College, an electric player who can really change things around. Tiven Pereira in the fly-off number 10 position. He has a really beautiful boot underneath him, and Royal will be banking on that boot given that it's pouring down here in Pallekelle. The centres, Tevinu Saparamadu in number 12 and Filio Kalyana Ratna in number 13. Both these centres incidentally got a red card at the end of the first leg, so they will be mindful of their discipline. They need to make sure that they play out the entire 70 because midfield combinations are key to any team that comes out. In the back three, we have Hansaka Higgoda, who debutized as a scrum half as well, pairing up with Pasindu Heshan, who's been a standout performer again for Royal College, with Nabil Yahya being the last line of defense. And what a player he has been for Royal College. The hosts, who are looking to change history, who are looking to put in a stellar performance. Loshika Vijayakon, the deputy skipper for Trinity College. Kavish Edama, the hooker. Tenuk Fernando, the other front row for Trinity, will be looking to make sure that they deliver a telling performance here. On the locks, we have two experienced campaigners again for Trinity College, Jayagit Basnaika and Tisanga Disanaika, who will have to do a lot of the work if Trinity are to try and capitalize and catch up on 29 points. The third row, Vihindu Panangmala alongside Chamendra Dhanapala and Shamendra Disanaika will be Trinity's chief components when it comes to turnovers and tackling the ball. The 9-10 combination for Trinity has seen a change, a brand new fly-off coming in for Trinity. Kovidu Vikramasinghe gets a promotion from 15 to 10 with Shevin Prematilaka, the ever reliable Prematilaka, manning the number 9 jersey. In the centres, Trinity have made one change. Anhuas Korituak, who started as first 5'8", drops to number 12 with Abdul Khalil continuing at 13. The back three for Trinity College, Basan Vijay Singh in the wings and Litmal Murugan, the skipper, moves to the wing as well with Atab Mansil, the last line of defense for Trinity College. Those are the 30 men who will be taking the field for both the institutions and will be looking to try and capitalize on the opportunity that they have received. Substitutes for both the institutions: Zakir Alexander, Aryavansa Kumarage, Ilangaratna Samravira Herat, Vijay Surya Gammodali and Wanasekara. For Royal, it's Gamage, Gamlat, Akram, Yusuf, Hassan, Farooq, Etulgama, Farooq, Dabare and Kamanaika making up the match day 25. Now let's cut over to the school songs of the two schools.
School where our fathers learned the way before us, learnt of books and learnt of men. Through thee will do the same. True to our watchword, Disque out, Disque day. We will learn of books and men and learn to play the game. And we It is good to see the school venue, the land of youth and dream, to greet again the road venue, before we took the stream. Though long we miss the sight of her, our hearts may not forget. We've lost the old delight of her, we keep her honor yet. We will honor yet the school venue, the best school of all. We will honor yet the road venue, till the last bell calls. For working days or holidays, and glad or melancholy days, there were great days and jolly days at the best school of all.
Across the ground as the young men ready.
And now the captains of both teams will introduce their
the most important game of their career, and for some of them it will be the last time that they don their respective jerseys. For Royal College, it will be about how well they execute their plans, how well they execute their basics, and how well they can keep their calm. For Trinity College, it's a steep task. Here's the chief guest of the occasion, Byron Fernando, fondly known as Lord Byron in the Trinity rugby circles, won the Bradby single-handedly in 1982, scored every single point that was scored for Trinity College in that Bradby.
Including a drop goal. Playing at number 8, scoring a drop goal. That was a famous year for Trinity College. Byron led in 82 with famous players in his team. And he's a lion-hearted performer, isn't it, Lord Byron Fernando? For all Trinitians who know him, you know him very well. And he will make his presence felt wherever he goes. That is why he's known as Lord Byron Fernando.
Yes, the students are getting an opportunity to cheer on a Bradby playing team, a Bradby team, and these young men need to consider themselves very, very, very lucky to be able to play this magnanimous encounter. Hamza, you've been a part of a Bradby, you've been able to go in the middle, but for it to not happen for 2 years due to unavoidable circumstances, due to the pandemic, it's absolutely delightful that we have this encounter here.
Emotions are high, Sudarshana. I think these boys will feel it. 76 years, these boys are going to give it their all. For those who are wearing the jersey from one last time, they are going to put it all out on this ground.
Yes, absolutely, no doubt about that, as the teams will have a very final hit out here just before they go on to the field. But a quick reminder to all of our very loyal fans who are overseas and have subscribed to this game and also subscribe to the first leg as well. Thank you very much, and your contribution, you can see the goosebumps. Take a look at that. Lovely, lovely pictures coming to you courtesy of thepapare.com, of course, and all of you who have subscribed for this magnanimous encounter. Thank you very much for your generous subscription. 60% of the revenue from your subscription will be directed to Royal College and Trinity College. First leg subscription, 60% of that goes to Royal College, and 60% of the subscriptions on the second leg goes to Trinity College Rugby. And you can be proud of the fact that you have helped rugby despite being able to be here in person. We know that we are not going to substitute your experience of being here in person, but trust me, this is the next best thing, and we are committed to bringing you lovely action from Pallekelle. Lovely stuff, crackers going off, crowds coming in. Bradby is back here at Pallekelle, Dino.
Yeah, how good to have Bradby at Pallekelle, isn't it? It's always an occasion. Yes, I know a few Royalists complain the travel up here, but it's a lovely stadium, and it's all worth, Hamza will tell you, it's all worth to come here.
Match officials for the day, Gihan Yatavara, the man in the middle, the man who will be calling the game and will be assisted by Dilum and Callum Sundarwan as the assistant referees, and Anil Jai Singh will be our television match official function, and technology is available for the second leg as well. So it will be interesting to see how that will come into play and how it will affect the context of the game as Royal College kickstart. Mistake early from Trinity College. Kovida Vikramasinghe dropping it like a hot bar or so. That's not going to be for very, very easy viewing for already edgy Trinity fans from some.
Mistake from the start, Sudarshana. Like I rightfully mentioned, the team that stays composed, the team that can minimize the mistakes will be able to come out victorious today.
Straight away, Royal College not wanting to take any chances, opting to go for 3 points. Kovida Vikramasinghe. But there was a little bit of a brain fade by Loshika Vijayakon, who was in front of Kovida. Went in to kill that ball because Kovida Vikramasinghe forgot that he needs to play to referee's whistle. Nabil Yahya to pick up from where he left off in at Royal Complex. Looking to add 3 points and looking to make sure, and he makes sure that Royal increase the aggregate to 32 points to 0. Not even 2 minutes on our clock. Straight away, Royal on the scoreboard, and Royal with the right Royal start into the second leg.
Bradby goes beyond Trinity, isn't it? 32 points within seconds, coming in psychological effect. A lot of things to play for here for Trinity College. They need to focus on the match first, get the match win, let the Bradby look at itself later on.
Mansell with the restart, kicks it deep into an empty space. Yaya collecting it cleanly. You can't keep that young lad out of the game for too long. Yes, he got it. Feeding Samaratna, the Royal hooker. Higuda looks to the pocket but decides to kick from the base. And he did kick it from inside the 22 meters. The Royal bench eagerly waiting. One of the standout players who are missing out from the first leg was Abdullah Yusuf, who's been an absolute workhorse for Royal College. Started at lock, moved on to the third row, and the Trinitians eagerly looking at the proceedings. Here's the first line out of the game. Kavi Shedama lining it up. It's going to be crucial. Goes to number 6. All right, says the referee. Trinitians setting it up. Wanting to drive forward. Royal with a good counter. Managing to safely negotiate Trinity's charge. Now Trinity breaking away through Tisanga Disanaika, who makes it available. Now Premaradna from the base puts it high up. Ball available. Ball on the lures, and Trinity College score through the skipper. Itmal Muraguda pouncing in on that loose ball, and this is the start Trinity College wanted from the get-go. Missed out on an opportunity earlier. Checking with the assistant referee, Gihan Yatavara. And it was the try. So Trinity wanting that start, getting it. Getting 5 points on the board. This would lift a massive pressure on their shoulders, Dinuk, and they will look to play this game in full tilt.
You know why it will lift a lot of belief in Trinity camp. This is the first time they are crossing Royals line in the Bradby Shield encounter. A lovely spot at the back. There was huge space. Shavin Premaratna spotted, threw the kick in, and then Litmal Moragoda finishing off with the finishing touch as a skipper for them. But it'll bring a lot of confidence because they are crossing the Royal line for the first time, Hamza.
Yes. Yes, Dinuk, rightfully. And also the kicking game is definitely going to be vital in this game, as the ball is also wet. Both teams will look to ensure they keep the game tight. And just the Trinity College just missed the conversion.
Kicking wars continuing for Trinity College, at least kicking from the tee. Continues for Trinity College. Litmal Moraguda having an hawk eye on that ball, pouncing on it. He's the skipper. He needs to lead from the front. And here's Tivain kicking start the proceedings. That travels 10 meters, only just. Premaratna, kick from the base. Yet again, in a good area, contestable area. Trinity coming away with it. Good committed chasing from Vijay Singh. Kick again inside the 20 meters. Nabil Aya collects it. Trinity blocks it out. Ball still available for Trinity. Referee letting it continue. Trinity making it available. Here's Premaratna. Trinity College looking to play at pace and make sure that they catch Royal napping. Monstrous tackle coming in from Royal College. But referee Atavara says there is no advantage. Will bring back play for the initial infringement that he spotted.
This is what Trinity missed in the first leg, Sudarshana. The kicking sense, the thinking sense of Shavin Premaratna. He has been such a wonderful player throughout the season, and he switched off in that first leg of the Bradby, caused a lot of issues. Here he is putting those box kicks, turning the Royal defence around. That will make sure that Royal will not come up their line faster. And a couple of kicks need to go off the fly half as well to keep the Royal defence. You saw how that up and tackle was on that 12. Bang on the spot and down.
Deadline.
Well, Trinity College kicking it out in the full. Well. Chances like this are not going to come your way every time. You've just scored a wonderful try, put Royal under pressure, earn a penalty just out inside the 22 meters, and all you got to do was fine touch.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for Trinity College to put more points on the board and add on more pressure to Royal College. The perfect start they would have been looking for if they got that touch.
Not ideal as Royal kickoff from the 22 meters. Trinity now with the counter looking to attack. They have a little spring in their step. They believe that they can go on and make a difference in the second leg of the Bradby Shield. Shavin Premaratna again trying to kick from base, but Royals Veera Surya was privy to it. He's having an eye on the Trinity half-back now, so he needs to be careful when he opts to kick. Here's Vikramasinghe putting the ball high up, collected inside the 22 meters. Attempted collection by Tivain Pereira, who loses the ball in front inside the 22 meters. Trinity with a golden opportunity now. A midfield scrum just on the 22 meter line there. That is going to be crucial for Trinity's chances. They gave a very good advantage inside the 22 meters. In the first leg, 10 to 15 minutes, they were camped in the Royal Red Zone, went back with 0. This time around, they need to act fast and make sure that they finish. The back weights. Royal College with 714 kilos has a distinct advantage against Trinity. Here's Trinity going on the short side. Shavin Premaratna, and that is the second by Premaratna attacking the short side. Trinity College Kandy has come to the party. Take a look at this. 8, 9, 14 runs in, but 7 thinks, I'm going there myself, boys. Good boy, and he touches down. What a beautiful move. Dinuk said it earlier, Shavin Premaratna has been a star performer for Trinity College. Was switched off in the first leg, and here's him in full swing.
Yeah, wonderful start for Trinity College. Except for that 3 points early on, they have been in full flow of attack. Kicking is not coming right so far, but ball in hand, they have been brilliant. 2 more scores will change the complexion of the Bradby. Hamza told, don't get too carried away at the start of the Bradby. But 2 more scores, Hamza, might bring a lot of enthusiasm in the crowd.
Definitely, Dinuk. As it is, the aggregate is at just 22 points down. And once this conversion...
Yes, this conversion is going to be absolutely crucial for Kovider's confidence as well. He's playing at first 5/8. Hits it with force, but does not get the angle right. It was a difficult one at the far corner. Kovida Wickramasinghe. Here's how the try came about. Shavin Premaratne attacking the channels on the outside, suddenly stepping inside and getting that break, managing to score. Now Royal under a little bit of pressure. The aggregate currently 10 points to 32 in favor of the Royalists. Pereira with the kick, this time opts to go a little deep. Underneath it are two players and just makes the cardinal error of not calling for the ball. All Trinity had to do was hold on to it. Here's Jehan Veerasurya carrying it forward for Royal College. Sasanga digging for it, finds Navin Pereira on the outside, carries the ball forward for Royal College. Here's Sasanga lining it up, gives it to Kavinash Srikanth, the prop forward. Now Royals spreading it wide. Kalanaratne, long cut-out pass to Pasindu Heshan, a strong ball carrier, under pressure by Trinity defense, who are committed. Veerasurya doing the halfback duties, finds Navin Pereira, who goes on a rampage, carries the ball forward for Royal. Forwards getting in on the act, and Shanal Adhikaram carrying it for Royal College now. Sasanga decides that he needs another hit out from his forwards, and his deputy Rahil Vijasekara duly complies with Danuja Samararatne getting in on the act as well. Now Saparamadu. Good defensive work coming in from Wickramasinghe. Sasanga. Royal are still outside the 22 meters. Trinity defense have been decent so far. Navin Pereira brought down. Now Vijay Sekara inching close to that 22 meters and has breached it. Royal will be patient around the fringes. The forwards will know that they have it under control. They will attack the closer quarters, sucking in the defenders towards the breakdown. Then they will look to go far and wide. This Royal team can do both and have done both in very good fashion. Nabil Daya, a little bit of a step, but Trinity's defense being privy to it. Tivane gives it to his hooker, Samararatne. A swinging arm coming in from Tisanga Disanayaka. Referee Yatavara playing advantage in favor of Royal College and will come back to that penalty. And rightfully so. It was Tisanga Disanayaka's arm that travelled above the shoulder. So Trinity need to be careful with their discipline, because remember, inside the 50 meters, Royal have somebody named Nabil Yahya who did make Trinity suffer in the first leg. So they have to be very, very careful at how they defend the breakdown and the fringes around it.
Also, you can see how Royal is taking control of the game, Sudarshana. Slowing the game down, frustrating the Trinity defense. They're very good at it. Hamza, you would have done this a million times in trainings and at match time. This is how you suffocate opposition, isn't it? Give some inside information.
Yes, with personal experience back in 2017 under wet conditions, the objective is to slow down the game and take the game forward, take control of the game and keep adding points. So that is what Royal is doing right now, with Nabil Yahya looking to add on 3 more points onto the aggregate.
Yeah, no hesitation, Sudarshana. Dushant Leuke straight away pointed at the post. Once that was done, Ben.
Oh well, what was he thinking? Kovida Wickramasinghe.
Goal line. Drop out.
High ball. It's open play. Until you ground it, you can't just pick a tiny leaf out of a volleyball playbook and hit the ball onto the ground. Now take a look at this. Here's why the penalty was awarded. Samararatne's ball carry was brought down by Disanayaka with a lazy arm.
Up, heads up.
Now Royal with an absolutely brilliant opportunity inside the 5 meters.
Sit. Steady.
They will be looking to put Trinity under pressure. One more try. That will be a massive mountain to climb even for lads from Kandy. Ball available at the back. Here's Pereira. Breaks off and carries the ball into the 5 meters. Taking it forward is Rahil Vijaysekara. Royal forwards will rumble through. They will keep it close together. They do it time after time after time. Frustrates Trinity defense. Gets the advantage. Gets the penalty advantage. Here's Sasanga. Now looking to go for a set move. But Saparamado spills it forward. But it was a jail-free card. There was free opportunity for Trinity, for Royal rather, to try out something because there was a penalty coming for them. Big tackle coming in, but there was no move on that because the player carrying the ball was jumping up. Here's Higuda, making it available for Royal College. Royal forwards now organizing themselves to make sure that they go the distance. From here on, Royal will back themselves to go through their forwards. Trinity defense have to play out of their skin. They need to make sure that they secure the close in fringes. They need to make sure that they keep their defensive discipline right. Royal, inch by inch, towards the try line. Sasanga now gives it out to Ravinash Srikanth. Gets in a little bit of an angle, travels in roads. Now here's Randul Senanayaka with a quick pick and go.
Stay back! You!
Referee Atavara wanting the Trinity defense to stay behind the last foot. Sasanga now to Shanal Adhikaram. Adhikaram with the leg drive. Adhikaram takes it inside.
Wait. Time off.
Referee Atavara says time out. It didn't look like Adhikaram managed to ground that one. Felt on the wrong side. But referee Atavara will first consult his assistant referee, and then if they do not have any conclusive evidence, will go to the TMO. His points at the television match official.
On-field decision held up. Can you check the grounding?
On-field decision, no try. Check the grounding.
On-field decision, no try. Check the grounding.
Yes, the on-field
check the grounding, please.
Is no try. So the TMO will check whether there was any grounding. He will need conclusive evidence that Shanal Adhikaram managed to ground this one to overturn referee's decision. Shavin Premaratne doing very well to make sure that he went for man and ball. A bear hug
Give
tackle.
me another angle, please.
Very important. Referee Jai Singh requesting for another angle. Here comes the other one. I don't think this one is going to help much because that will be covered by the cushion. But yes, I think this is the best angle possible and there is no movement. Shavin Premaratne, absolutely brilliant stuff. A little bit of Netmi Ahimsa spoke
okay,
of
thank
wrestling.
you. I have a decision
Sri Lanka
now.
managed to win a medal.
No clear evidence. Goal line drop out.
Yes, a decision has been made. That's going to be a goal line dropout.
Goal line dropout, not try.
No try, goal line dropout is the decision made by the television match official. I think that was pretty straightforward. So Trinity College will be breathing a massive sigh of relief. But kudos to that man, Shavin Premaratne, who did the hard yards as Anuas Koditoak restarts the proceedings. Here's Nabil Yahya carrying it forward for Royal College, who are with momentum now. They have camped at Trinity's 22 meters for the past 5 to 6 minutes. Shanal Adhikaram will be ruining that missed chance of being able to score a try at the Bradby. Sasanga gives it to Srikanth, carries it forward. Good presentation of the ball, making it available at the back.
Get back.
Yes, Sasanga finds Veera Surya carrying it forward, and Srikanth comes in again on the open side. Sasanga looking for options. Gives it to Pereira. Pereira now to Yaya, and Higuda loses the ball forward. And Trinity College putting in a very spirited effort with their defensive work, and this is what they need to do. Defense wins you matches. If you're good in your defense, you can frustrate your opponents. Royal looking at options. Tivane went on to a dummy run, opted to go to Yaya. Yaya's pass to Higuda, who is normally a real hard customer to handle from open space, but Higuda that time was under pressure. Edema with the line out, throw in, overthrown. Jayagit Basnaik not able to collect that one. Royal pouncing on the ball. Royal College have managed to turn this one over. Higuda now playing as scrum halves. Royal like to play this double pivot scrum half game, as you can see. Kavin Sasanga now going into the breakdown with Higuda going back. Sasanga puts ball to boot. Trinity leaving it to bounce, and leaving the rugby ball to bounce is never a good thing to do, because you never know which side that will bounce, because if it bounced back at Royal College, that was going to be goodbye some.
Luckily it rolled away with the technique that Sasanga used to kick, because he made sure that the ball will keep rolling away, not to bounce back.
But I think one thing we all can agree on.
Here's Trinity this time around, managing to hit a number 6, managing to get it across to Jayagit Basnaik at the back. Premaratna onto the short side. Here's Muragoda. Let Mala Muragoda on at the touch line. It was touch and go, but Trinity have managed to hold on to possession. Shavin Premaratna putting the ball to boot in the 22 meters, and the chasers are closing in on Nabil Yaya. Lovely bit of step from Nabil Yaya, but Muragoda is there to counter him. Inside the 22 are the Trinitians. Royal will look to exit from here on as Tivane Pereira thumps the ball out. Trinity get a line out just outside the 22, and it's this urgency Trinity lacked in the first leg. It's this urgency Royal managed to douse down in Trinity's with those 2 tries in the first leg. So Trinity will be hoping that they can keep doing this for the entire 70, whereas Royal will be looking to try and slow this one down, play it at their pace, because they are in the driving seat of this second leg of the Bradby.
Yeah, big call in this line out, Sudarshana. They've been throwing at number 6, Trinity College. They need to get this right. Luckily for them, it falls on to one of their players. Now Trinity will try to do their own medicine that Royal did, using their forwards and go forward as Premaratna gives it to Edema. Edema steps and runs. Reminds me of Walpola, who does this a lot. Here is Disanayaka going into contact, very shallow in going into contact, as Royal defenders are clearly up.
Yes, the oncoming defense, he had all the right to the ball. Oncoming defense did not support their own body weight. You are not able to support your body weight by keeping your hands on the ground, and the referee Atawara straight away privy to it. And Trinity pointing at the post, wanting to make sure they have the upper hand of this second leg. Bradby is always at the back of their mind, but remember, it's their home grounds. You don't want Royal to dictate terms at your home grounds. You don't want anybody coming to Pallekelle and telling you what to do. So Trinity will be focused on the fact that they want to win this game first, and if Covid can get this one, which should be regulation for him, it will be a big step in the way of getting his confidence back. Vikramasinghe strikes it well, hits the uprights, and ball is alive. Here's Royal College carrying the ball forward outside the 22. Rubber green not in Trinity's favor in early exchanges. Higuda kicks from the base. Underneath it is the number 7 for Trinity College, Sena Naika. Premaratna puts the ball to boot, miscalculated, and a little bit of a slip by Tivane, and Trinity bouncing on it. tackled it out. Gets the penalty in their favour. And Shavin Premaratne. Well, boy, oh boy, what did you just do there? Got a little overexcited, wanted to take it quickly. It wasn't quick enough, and it wasn't wide enough for Premaratne. But luckily for him, Royal are guilty of not being 10 meters.
Yes, Trinity have to play this game at pace, but not at this pace. They need to slow down, Hamza.
Yes, they need to absolutely play this one at pace, but they need to be very careful with all the possession that they get. The territory is going to be crucial. They need to play as much rugby as they can in the opposition half. Kavinda Jayasena on his feet, eagerly looking at it. Trinity managing to win the ball. Basnaika tucks it inside, makes it available, and ball rolls out of that run. Royal now looking to run from their 22. Still finding it a little difficult to find their footing inside that half. Royal in the downpour which came down just before the start of the game, making some trouble for Royal College. Now looking to get out of jail. Higgoda kicks from the base and kicks it out, still inside the 22 meters. Trinity haven't had their line out functioning well. They do not have that number 6 throw covered, and why they keep persisting on that baffles me. So you've been a hooker as well. As a hooker, you want to get that confidence up in the first couple of throws. Hit number 2, hit number 4, get your confidence, then you can think about that number 6.
Definitely, Sudarshan. I think they need to work on their pods and ensure that they hit the gap rather than going for the number 6 throw. As we can see, they've opted for it once again, and luckily Royal has knocked it on in that occasion.
Well, absolutely, Hamza, and being hookers, I feel for the hooker. He's stuck with 2 hookers in the com box. Being hookers, that's something really frustrating to you, isn't it? As the hooker, you can make that call and say, listen, the ball is wet. There is a wind blowing through the ground. I missed out on 3 throws. Don't call another number 6. Go to number 2. Go for a front pail if you really have to do that.
I think the option the Trinity hooker is going for is because the Royal is contesting from number 2 and number 4. So he's trying to throw it over their head at every occasion.
Here's Premaratne with the ball at the back. Goes to the short side. Go to Vikramasinghe with an attempted drop goal. Well, not successful, says referee Atavara. First leg of the Bradby Shield. Trinity found it hard to find a successful kicker. Second leg, 10 points up. They try and drop goals then.
Yeah, they need to get their points right, isn't it? 3 points matters a lot. They need to get it right, get quick points on the board. That is what they're trying to do. Unfortunately, kicking boots have been kept at home today also.
Well, for Trinity's sakes, given that their homes are around the corner in Kandy, we hope that they'll be able to bring their boots back in a hurry, as a little dummy is sold by Bashana Vijayasinghe and carries the ball forward. Here's Premaratne again putting the ball to boot, making sure the Royal back 3 are in check. Atab Mansell now putting the ball to boot, puts it up. This time Sasanga, plenty of time to survey the options, looking at space on the outside, but what a brilliant run by Pasudu Heshan, who is tackled by Trinity but still makes the ball available. Royal College now on the counter. They can be real dangerous from here on. Offloads to Pereira. Here's Navin Pereira carrying it for Royal College. Looking at options now. Ball available at the back. Royal slowing it down. This is what Royal do best. Their forwards getting their composure, giving that extra couple of seconds for the Royalists to be composed, taking those deep breaths and make sure that they are working according to the plan. Here's Sasanga at the back, gives it to Tivane. Now to Kalyanaratne. Kalyanaratne breaks the first tackle. Off to Heshan. Basidu Heshan in the corner. Basidu Heshan will go all the way for Royal College. Top stuff by Basidu Heshan. Was denied initially in the corner, but boy oh boy, what a score from Royal. But all credit should go to those set of forwards who took that extra couple of seconds, slowed it down. Take a look at this. Kalyanaratne Kodituaku was guilty of going for a jersey tackle both the times. He was checking whether the fit was good, and the Royal fit on that jersey is perfect as Basidu touches down for a beautiful try, and that will give a lot of confidence for Royal College. Absolutely top stuff. 10 points to 8 with the conversion to come. Royal strike back.
Clinical, isn't it? Potts working forward to the right. All the back line moved, stayed deep, looked at the left side. Lovely hands. If you see that replay again, Sudarshana, Anuhas Kodituaku was right in the face of Philo Kalyanaratne, and he just a lovely handoff off his step. Just look at this replay once again, a little too far. Look at this. Look at Philo here. Look at that. Bang, handoff. Lovely draw and pass. No one in front of him. One going to check the fit of the jersey, and Atab Mansil had too much to do covering up. Lovely, brilliant right set play. Lovely move.
Top stuff by Royal College, striking back straight away. And here's Trinity. Restart. Plenty of confidence now in the legs of Royal College as they believe, and they have a massive cushion. 37 points to 10 in their favor. 10 points to 8. Trinity may be in front, but the Bradby looks like it's making that 3-hour journey to Colombo as Royal put the ball high up and passing to Heshan. Control is for Trinity. Seems like two players a little disoriented, so referee Atavara will have to take a look. It wasn't an easy clash. Both the players came in for the ball. Here's what happened. Yes, Kovind Wickramasinghe, and I believe that was from Royal College. Samararatne, if I'm not wrong. Players being attended to as we take a look at the Royal College bench. The win predictor, the win percentage predictor predicted by the NDB Bank. You can go into the Facebook page and make sure you start voting. 33% still believe that Trinity will win this encounter, whereas 67% are favoring the Royalists. 33 to 67, I think that is a fair outlook of things, because despite Royal being 2 points down, it's going to be a difficult one. Anuhas Kodituaku and the referee wanting to have a look and make sure that the two players are fit and okay to go. Philo Kalyanaratne walked off. He looked like he was better off that collision. Here's what happened. Both players looking at the ball. A little bit of a friendly kiss there by the Royal number 13 to Trinity's first 5'8", Kovind Wickramasinghe. No malice. Both of them had their eyes on the ball. A small head collision, so we are glad that both players came better off it. Royal with the feed in. 29 minutes on our clock, and it hasn't felt like it's been 29 minutes because the game has been absolutely amazing. Both the teams dishing out rugby we come to expect from a Bradby Shield. Crowds eagerly watching by. Here's Royal at the back. Sasanga goes to the short side, goes to the try scorer Heshan, who makes it available. Premaratne needs to try and get out of there. Here's Royal going through Yehan Veerasurya, goes to the ground, makes it available. Samararatne, the ball carrier, now for Royal College. has touched down plenty of times this season, being the number 2 for Royal. Here's Sasanga. Kick from base. Morogoda. Luckily for him, the ball has bounced back, so the referee will let play continue. Premaratna urging his chargers to come on to the open side. Here's Edama carrying the ball forward for Trinity. No hands, says the referee. So Trinity playing with advantage. Premaratna putting the ball high up. Underneath it is Nabil Yahya, who returns the favor. Now Mansil steps Yahya, puts the ball up, still inside the 22 meters. Devane is there to collect it for Royal College. A little bit of kick tennis happening here at Pallekelle. Mansil just manages to keep it inside and live for Trinity. Devane doing his level best to make sure that Mansil's boot touches the line, and that's going to be a penalty any day of the week. You can't do sneaky work when you're right in front of the assistant referee and the referee is looking at you on the side. Rondal Senanaika, the culprit there, and all the cameras pointing at you from all sides, son. Not at the Bradby, definitely not at the Bradby, as Vikramasinghe this time finds very good touch for Trinity College, and Trinity make their way now after a couple of minutes into the Royal half. Beautiful work by Mansil to just make sure that he's in the correct area. Well, this time around, finally opting to go to number 2. Premaratna puts the ball to boot, finds good touch, takes the ball forward and takes the game to the opposition 22. This is going to be crucial. Trinity are going to have to play that percentage game. They will have to play as much rugby as they possibly can in the opposition territory. Jayasena hasn't sat down since the kick-off whistle went. Don't think he will sit down anytime soon as well, as Trinity look to put pressure in the for Royal College. Put Royal pressure under their line now. It's the first time Samaratna gets to throw in, and this is a crucial part of Royal charge. Their game plan, their line out need to function. And function it does. Brought down safely by Veera Surya. Royal setting it up. Trinity momentarily keeping it under wraps, managing to hold it. Royal slowly but surely setting themselves up. Once, says referee Atavara. Sasanga under pressure. Offloads to Senanaika. Ball available at the back for Royal College. Trinity will take confidence at the fact that they managed to try and stop the charge. Brought back from the 22 meters, kicked out in full. So Trinity now with the line out inside the 22 meters. Important opportunities coming their way for Trinity. First leg, they were camping inside the 22 meters, didn't go back with points. Second leg, they need to play catch-up. They need to play a lot of catch-up rugby, and they will want to make sure that they make this one count.
Crucial line out, rightfully said Sudarshana, for Trinity College. They will have to look to keep possession and get the ball. Once again opted for the number 6 and missed opportunity for Trinity College.
They will be quite pleased at the fact that they still have possession, luckily for Trinity. Here's Trinity forwards wanting to replicate what the men in blue gold did, but this time Tisanga Disanaika guilty of killing the ball. He did not leave any opportunity for the opponents to try and get to that ball, but seems like it's actually Tenuk Fernando, beg your pardon, who did not make the ball available. 35 minutes on our clock But remember, it's the referee's clock that matters. Both teams conceding 4 penalties each. So that's that is balanced currently. This could very well be the last play of the game.
Numbers.
Royal College came good with their first line out, brought it down safely, set it up perfectly. Couldn't get that leg drive, the initial momentum they chase. Samaratna this time has opted to go to number 4. Again, collected beautifully, cleanly by Ihan Veerasurya. Royal now rumbling forward. Samaratna safe at the back. Now opposition coming in from Trinity only momentarily as Royal reshuffle, refocus. Samaratna controlling it at the back. Now Trinity guilty of trying to bring the ball down illegally. Royal Mall still going just outside the 50-meter mark. They breached the 50 meters. It's absolutely lovely to see, isn't it? It's unstoppable when Royal do this. They can go meters and meters and meters through this mall. Finally, Trinity managing to try and stop that one. Higguda at the back wants to get his forwards involved to make sure that they get a little bit more forward momentum. Suck in a little bit more forwards from Trinity before they go wide. Sasanga to Higguda. Higguda this time verse marked. Now the tackling by Premaratna was good, but referee says he will go back to the initial penalty of Trinity bringing the ball down illegally. Guilty party was Chamendra Dhanapala, who did not support his own body weight, lost his footing, went down and brought the Royal Mall down. Pereira with an important opportunity. Finds touch inside the 22 meters, right on the 22-meter mark. Again, no prizes for guessing what Royal will opt to do here. They will want to repeat what they just did. What Trinity will do, we will have to wait and see. If you were in the opposition, Hamza, what would you do to try and negotiate Royal's Mall here?
Firstly, I would contest the line out and break the ball possession, Sudarshana.
Seems like Trinity have decided to go against it. They want to set it up. Royal still moving forward.
No side, no entry.
Royal going to the side. Samaratna has now broken away. Premaratna to the rescue of the Trinitians. Royal forwards inside this area are absolutely dangerous. They will know what they have to do to make sure they go into the halftime with the lead. Royal playing with passion. These set of forwards. Sasanga now goes wide. Pereira to Kalyanaratna. A good tackle coming in on him. Trinity now kicking the loose ball and making sure that they are bouncing on that one. Royal have come away with possession. Samaratna has made his way back to make sure that they control possession. Sasanga puts the ball to boot behind the oncoming Trinity player, Mansil. Castled himself, put himself under pressure. Premaratna wanting to go on the short side, has been smashed in the tackle by Saparamadu, who was privy to that. Trinity forwards now finding a way to get out of the 22 meters. Here's Premaratna from the base, puts the ball high up. Pereira is underneath it. Yaya with the counter. Yaya steps 1, steps 2, loses his footing. Royal with the ball. Sasanga puts the ball to boot. Good block coming in from Trinity College. Here's Higguda under pressure. Looks to step. Beautiful step. Gets away from the defender. Muraguda is not able to bring him down. Here's Heshan. Gives the ball out to Veerasurya. Passes to Muraguda. Now Trinity looking at going at this at pace. But Muraguda's pass has been adjudged forward. What an exchange of rugby. What a brilliant passage of play that we just witnessed. Both the teams not wanting to go to the break. Breaks are for players who are tired. These players are not tired.
5 minutes plus in the first half. This is going to drain the boys big time, and both teams need a big round of applause for sure. The way they have put in their hearts out here today, both teams have come all guns blazing. The score shows, and it's a Bradby fiesta that everybody is watching. Not outside, not inside, everybody abroad, out of the country. Whoever, I'm sure you're just sitting on the edge of the seats. It's that kind of rugby.
Halftime confirmation coming up for you, 10 points to 8. Trinity College leading the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield, with Royal College scoring a try and making a comeback. But we have witnessed some incredible rugby in the 35 minutes that we have witnessed. Everybody has been delighted with the showmanship these boys have delivered in the first 35 minutes. Here are the special moments. Nabil Yahya got off to a brilliant start, managing to put in the 3 points for Royal College. But this boy, oh boy, Trinity College, Lidmar Murugan says, get out of my way, that is my try for the taking. Touches down straight away, and then comes Shavin Premaratna, show and go, goes himself, touches down for Trinity's second try. Kalana Ratna giving it out to Pasidhu Heshan, gives it a big no argue to Kodituako, and he's too fast, attacking the corners for Royal College to get their solitary try in the first half. Halftime confirmation, 10 points to 8. We have been delivered an absolutely entertaining first half. Comes up as the Trinity Kandy and dancing troupe take the field for the halftime. We'll go for a quick commercial break. If you are going to grab something, I suggest you do that very fast, because you don't want to miss any action coming your way in the second 35.
We are at the dawn of an astronomical digital metamorphosis. This is the new frontier in banking, where limits are a thing of the past. NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered. We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක. ක්‍රිස්පිනේ ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ.
Manicure hot and spicy, cheering got the navy. Saturday baby, cup ate, match එක fun කරලා ගාවි. Saturday baby, හිත තාල නැත වෙනා, fun නිම වින්නුනා. Saturday අතනාරි කොක්කුමි fun තමා, fun Papare play වෙනා. Set එක connect වුණා. Saturday අතනාරි කොක්කුමි fun තමා. Prima කොක්කුමි fun තමයි.
ප්‍රශ්නේ බාබකිව් නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රික්ස්. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ බාබකිව් කික් එක.
මෙන්න බාබකිව් නේ?
We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered.
நேரடி ஒளிபரப்பு யாழ்ப்பாணத்தில்
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය
கிழக்கு மாகாணம்
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
Kurunagala City Atugal Puravare
Papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
Final Showdown Kandy Sports Club
පොරණරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
Welcome back to the live action brought to you from the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield, coming to you live from Trinity College Rugby Stadium here at Pallekelle. If you're joining us just now, where have you been? Absolutely thrilling first half from both the teams, where we witnessed some very good open, fast-paced rugby here at Pallekelle. Trinitians currently in the lead, 10 points to 8. And they will be wanting to make sure that they try and hold on to this lead. They will first want to win this first leg and then work their way into that deficit of 29 points that they conceded at the first leg. So far, that kicking game has been far superior to Royal Samsa, and Royal have been found surprised by the pace of which Trinity wants to play the game. They are eager, the Trinitians. They've already come to the grounds waiting for the Royalists, who are now making their way out to the middle. But Royal College will not bow down from here on. They will not want to celebrate the Bradby Shield without the second leg victory. It puts you in a very difficult situation, isn't it? You don't know whether to celebrate or not because you've lost the second leg. So Royal will not want Trinity to tarnish what looks like a sure Bradby for them.
Yes, definitely, Sudarshana, and I think Royal will look to slow down the game once again and ensure that they take control of the entire game that has been showcased to all of you here at the Pallekelle Stadium. But what a first half we have witnessed. Accelerating from both sides. Both sides showing their intention as to what they want to achieve out of this. Trinity College speeding the game up. Royal College slowing the game down. But Trinity's kicking game has been fantastic.
Referee Yatavara wanting to communicate something that he has received feedback for in the first half to both the teams. They need to be privy about that offside line of the breakdowns. They need to make sure that they are behind the last foot. So both the teams will have to make sure that they keep an eye out on that, because that's an area the three referees will specifically take a look at. Crowds have nicely built in here. It's a sellout. It's another Bradby and it's another sellout. Despite not having the Bradby Express coming to Colombo due to unavoidable circumstances, we still have a packed stadium here at Pallekelle as Royal College collected cleanly. Good collection by Rondal Senanaika, who carries the ball forward for Royal College. Higgoda at halfback will look to kick from the base. Puts it high up and beautifully collected by Kalyana Ratna. Lovely bit of work. The Royal forwards straight away setting up for the truck and trailer, making sure they have plenty numbers and making it available. Trinity finding it hard to try and get away from there. Referee satisfied with the attempt by the Trinity player who was in the way of that ball. Let's play continue. Kudos to the referees as well. Without their support, you cannot have a good open game. Now Royal playing with advantage. Kalyana Ratna has been bundled into touch, but referee will come back for that penalty. That's something that he spoke to the two captains about, players being offside from the breakdown. So he will have a word with the skipper as well to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Repetitive infringements of the sort, we'll see a card coming out, and nobody wants to see that.
Yes, definitely, and a perfect opportunity for Royal College. I think we know what to expect from here on, and if Royal can instill that pressure and take the lead from here on, Trinity will be on the back foot once again.
Yeah, there'll be big time pressure on Trinity, isn't it? If you're going to consider a try early in the second half. Like you said, I'm waiting to see that line out being contested, Hamza, in that Royal trying to set up that maul. And let's see what Trinity does. They have gone into the sheds and come out. If they can jump in front of those Royal jumpers.
Samaratna lining it up. Seems like he will go to maybe number 5 and collects it cleanly. That was Yahan Veerasuriya who went up for Royal College. Trinitians managing to bring that maul down, put Royal under pressure. But lovely bit of work by Royal to try and give it out at the back. Samaratna breaks free on the open side for Royal College. Now making it available at the back. Royal forwards will do the hard yards. Will take those couple of seconds, couple of minutes as Sena Naik dumps the ball inside for Royal College. It's lovely to see these forwards and their composure, isn't it? As Rahil Vijaysekhar carries it for Royal College. Taking all the time they need, controls it, and then hitting at the Trinity forwards, sucking in the Trinity defensive line, making difficult to defend when they go out, just like this. Kalanaratna now was isolated as Heshan was in front, but Litmal Muragoda could not support his own body weight and did not have any right to that ball. Straight away gives in the penalty. You got to be on your feet to contest for that ball, and Thiven Pereira quickly kicks the ball out to touch in the 5 meters. Royal College can almost smell the next try coming their way. Here's Kalanaratne. He couldn't pass to Heshan because he was in front of him. Made the ball available. Muragoda that time was guilty of not managing to collect that ball with supporting his body weight.
Yeah, and time off.
Time out saves the referee. The win percentage and the win predictor coming in. Slight increase in Trinity's chances, and rightfully so, at the way that they have been playing in the first 35. 40% to Trinity, 60% to Royal. You can also get in and make sure that you vote for your favorite team as well, as Royal take the ball up again, settles down. Right at the back is Samararatna. Looking at that line, just meters away, just nearly a meter away. Samararatna trying to go forward. Can't see the line, dives across, smiles for the camera on the side as well. Tanuja Samararatna touches down for Royal College. How many times have we seen this from Royal, executing this to perfection? Look at the composure here. Surveys where the line is, transfers his body weight onto the ball. Lovely try. Absolutely no problem. Top joyous stuff from the Royal forwards, who got together and delivered for Royal. Just like that, Royal in the lead of the second leg of the Bradby Shield. 13 points to 10, and problems for Trinity College.
I think that's the best feeling when you can touch down through the rolling maul for Royal College.
I think that comment was largely biased by a Royal hooker who loves scoring from the back of the try. I think the backs would beg to differ that the lovely feeling is beating 2-3 defenders as Yaya's kick goes astray and touchdown right underneath the purse.
Was Ovin Aski your captain?
Yes.
I think I should ask that question from him, if it is a good feeling or not.
Well, some banter inside the com box as well, and this is what Bradby is all about. 10 points to 42, aggregate in favor of Royal College. Massive 32 points to catch up to for Trinity College, as we see a lovely aerial shot of the Pallekelle grounds.
But I think Aski will endorse each and every try that Hamza scored for a Royal win.
Oh, absolutely. Championship winning team, that 2017. And that's going to be a penalty. Lovely bit of work by the replacement to come in place of Tenuk Fernando for Trinity College. Trinity now need to try and take a minute to reassess and think about what they want to do. They've pointed at the post. Here's the replacement prop forward. Straight away supported his body weight. He was the tackler assist, had all the right to that ball. Pounced on that ball and managed to get the penalty for Trinity. Now Kovitha Wickramasinghe with an opportunity. Remember, 3 attempts at the post haven't been successful so far. So this one will be crucial for Kovitha's confidence. This one will be crucial for the scoreline as well, because if Trinity is successful here, it will be 13-all in this second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield encounter 2022. Long hard look at the post. Here's Wickramasinghe, and this time around, finally, Trinity successful with a conversion after 1.5 legs of the Bradby. Kovitha Wickramasinghe adds in the 3 points, 13 points all, and we have a game at our hand.
Should I put it 8 attempts and 1 successful?
5 off.
doesn't make for very pretty reading if you are a Trinitian, but now all scores level. 13 points to 42 is the aggregate of the Bradby. 13 points all is the score here at the second leg as Trinity go up. Luckily for them, it bounces back. Now Premaratna. Kick from base, puts the ball high up. Underneath it is Kalelu, goes up. Doesn't collect it cleanly, but bounces the way of Trinity College. Now Premaratna digging for that ball again. Kicking from base. Nobody in the 22 meters. Bounce is lucky for Trinity. Comes in Trinity way, and that's going to be a stoppage as Dhanapala delivers a big hit on Pereira. Trinity with a scrum inside the 22 meters of Royal College.
Captain.
Now is the time for them to try and refocus and make sure that they get their composure right. They know exactly what to do from these situations. They would have gone over and over and over on what they have to do. Lidmal Muruguda, unlucky they are a little overshoot by him. 6 handling errors by Trinity against 5 from Royal College. So Trinity need to make sure that they catch and pass, do the basics right, and make sure that you get the advantage. Premaratna to Vikramasinghe. Vikramasinghe decides to go through the middle, carry the ball himself, makes it available. Here's Premaratna. Muraguda, long cutout pass, didn't have to do that. Cut him back inside is Bashanu Vijay. Sasanga needs to get out from there quickly. Running at the ball versus Abdul Khalil from Trinity. Here's Vikramasinghe to the big prop forward Loshika Vijay Kohan. Makes it available. Premaratna quickly to Vikramasinghe. Still going. Makes it available. Premaratna sniping scrum half. Offloads to Edama. Here's Edama. Edama touches down. Is that Trinity's third try? We will have to wait for the confirmation. But it did look like he grounded that for all money. Referee Atavara having a word with the assistant referee.
I think Yatavara will make sure that he gets it right, but that looked a little right. Very cheeky from a prop forward, isn't it? Sitting and turning behind.
Yeah, Yata.
On-field decision try. Can you check the grounding?
Yes, the call has been made. The soft signal or the on-field decision is try.
On-field decision is right. Check the grounding, please.
TMO will request from the director for footage that shows and confirms that Edama managed to ground this one. Take a look at this. A little bit cheeky. Did he lose control of the ball? Or did he ground it? That will
Give me another angle, please.
I think that's a try, Sudarshana. There is no...
That's going to be a close one, Dinuk, because it did look like... Take a look at this. Here's another angle.
Lost control much.
Here's another angle. A little twist and a turn. It was Higuera's boot which was there. Downward pressure from the prop forward is what the assistant referee would have gone with. So
first angle is the best one. Give me another one. First angle.
Yes, the TMO wanting to take a look at the first angle now. This is the best one, he says. TMO, we need conclusive evidence that Edama lost this ball forward.
So Darshana, there was no detachment from
Yatta,
the
I have a
hand
decision.
and ball.
Yatta, grounded. Downward pressure is okay. You may award a try.
Here the decision has been made. Ball grounded and the try will be awarded. Trinity taking the lead back through their prop forward. 18 points to 13. Their kicking game coming in golden. It's unsettling the Royal back three. It's unsettling the Royal defense who are looking to attack at pace. Here's Kovida Vikramasinghe. Second attempt and Well,
No.
I think Vikramasinghe will not be too proud of that attempt. 18 points to 3. Trinity back in the lead. But what a try from prop forward Abdullah.
A brilliant try from the prop forward Sudarshana. I think let us take a look at it once again. He goes in front, Higgoda tries to stop him. Cheeky little move at the back over there, and he sneaks in a try for Trinity College.
Pereira with the restart. Collecting that one is Shamendra Disanaika for Trinity College. Ball available at the back for Premaratna, who has been absolutely top-notch for Trinity. Good ball coming into Royal players, clashing with each other. Brilliant opportunity for Trinity College. Referee says play on advantage. That's going to be for very interesting viewing. I think Trinity have now lost the ball forward. Referee Adler says needs to take a minute, gentlemen. Pallekelle Rugby Stadium, absolutely beautiful facility here at Pallekelle. Lovely ground. I know you're going to be biased and tell me Royal Complex is your favorite ground, but this one, it's difficult to not appreciate a ground like this, Hamza.
Definitely, Sudarshan, it's the beauty of Sri Lanka at its whole, not only Trinity College. So,
come on, Hamza.
Well. I think Dinuk will want to respond to that soon after we get off the mics, as Royal look to put in the ball.
I think Royal Complex adds a little bit of independent square to get some beautiness. This is all Trinity property.
Steady. Red, steady, red.
Kawin Sosanga with the put in. 46 minutes on our clock, and what a game of rugby we are witnessing here at Pallekelle. Sosanga to Pereira, who puts the ball to boot. Opts for a deep kick and is collected inside the 22 meters by Trinity. Here's Atab Mansell deciding to run. Makes it available. Shavin Premaratna digging out for that ball. Will try to go for that all important clearance. Puts the ball high up yet again. Good pressure coming in from the Trinity charge. Lost forward. Trinity playing with advantage. Advantage over. Now inside the 22 meters is Yaya. Returns the favor in kind onto Trinity College. Space on the open side, but it's a flanker. Offloads to the replacement prop forward. This is what Trinity would like to do. Quick offloads, keep the ball moving. Referee now playing advantage. He has absolutely no right to that ball. He'll be lucky if he's not given a card. Here's Trinity trying to play the game at pace. Good little offload. Goes to Bashana Vijay Singh. Now Premaratna to Loshika Vijay Kohan. Loses the ball in front, but the referee will come back to the penalty.
Reverse karno penalty akka.
Shavin Premaratna needs to be a little careful, because last thing that you want to do is antagonize the referee, especially when you are a halfback. You come into contact with the referee regularly, so you need to make sure that you keep your emotion in check when communicating with the referee.
Captain. Go the captain.
Looks like Trinity is going to opt for points. Sudarshana.
Time on. Time off.
The Royal number 4 didn't look good at all throughout the first few minutes in the second half. Ihan Veerasurya. He had a tremendous game, Hamza, at that second row, taking out lineouts, but he didn't seem look good at all after that initial clash in that second half. Good that the Royal are making this substitute. But
yes, I think that was the right decision, Dinuk.
What a stellar performance, isn't it, from the number 4?
Absolutely incredible stuff from Yahan Veerasuri. He's been a standout player for Royal in their line-out as well. Trinity have now opted to go for a brand new kicker in Anuas Kodituakku, who this time duly complies and adds in the 3 points. 21 points to 13. Trinity increasing the lead in this second leg. Managing to get points. Seems like they've learned the lesson from their outing at Royal Complex in the first leg. They're going for all the points that are coming their way.
I'll tell you something, Trinitians will be very happy if they win this game today. Out of the 3 played this year, Trinity will manage to win 2 if they win this. Yes, the Bradby would have been gone, but psychologically that's a big confidence for Trinity.
Yes, sir, definitely. None of these men who are in the middle wearing a red, gold, blue and also wearing a blue, gold, blue are going to bow down and take anything. They will want to make sure that they capitalize. Asian Netball 2022, Sri Lanka women are with the Asian Netball Championship 2022 from the 3rd to the 11th of September. Follow the champions on the papare.com. And as we will be bringing you all the action from the Asian Netball Championship 2022, Royal College straight away managing to earn a penalty, and they will be going for points as well, because the Yaya has been kicking beautifully. Good block tackle coming in on the Trinity receiver. That time that was Shamindra Disanaika. Lovely bit of work from the Royal forwards, who are delivering a stellar offer game like they have throughout the season, throughout the years for Royal Rugby. Nabil Yaya, what a find he has been, hasn't he? He's a young lad, wasn't in the picture when the season started, but he's held on to the opportunities that have come his way from both his hands, and he is delivering a special performance here at the Bradby. First leg, it was all Nabil Yaya, and here again, here's Nabil Yaya cutting the deficit to just 6 points and bringing Royal up to 16 points. 3 tries to 2. Trinity in the lead as Royal put under massive amounts of pressure, and Trinity managing to hold on
Accident obstruction, not hard.
for a scrum in their favor. Well, if you are suffering from joint or muscle pain, don't let it get you down. For instant pain relief, use Baraka Joint Spray. Fast action and quick penetrating Baraka Joint Pain Relief Spray offers instant relief from any type of joint and muscle associated injuries with sports and day-to-day work. Available in all pharmacies and supermarkets island-wide. You can log on to the Baraka Facebook page if you need more information. As we come back to the live telecast, Shavin Prematalika feeding the ball, collecting it at the back. Handling errors piling in from both the teams. Yaya calling mark. It's not every day in modern rugby that we see players calling mark. They like to take it quickly to have that running rugby in play, but Royal have all the right to slow this one down, to try and control this. Yaya takes the quick tap, puts the ball to boot. Underneath it is Bharshan Vijay Singh. A little bit of a kick collected, and good work by Atam Mansell to tackle that man as Royal seek for that ball.
Get back!
Comes out through Adhikaram. Beg your pardon, that's coming out Srikanth, who carries the ball for Royal. Now Pereira tucking it in. Trinity need to be mindful of that offside line. Here's Sasanga. Clearing from the base. That's out on the full. Rare mistake from the Royal skipper, who's been an electrifying player at Royal College throughout the season. The Papare.com's halfback of team of the tournament of the Dialogue Schools Rugby League, and of course the skipper of that team as well, Kavin Sasanga, has been a tremendous player for Royal College throughout the age groups as well. Captained all the junior age groups, and here he is living his dream, leading the Gold Blues at the Bradby Shield. This time around, Trinity finally managing to get a line out. Loshika Vijayakon says, get out of my way. Charging towards that try line. Trinity forwards now playing at pace. A pass to no one, but collecting that finally is Bhashana Vijay Singh. Makes it available for Trinity College. Premaratna gives it to the new man in Arya Vansa. Yes, Premaratna to Vikramasinghe. Vijayakon yet again carries the ball forward. It was a massive big carry from Vijayakon, who started off this. Yes, Arya Vansa again getting in on the act. Premaratna puts the ball to boot. Here's the ball running out. Royal having to ground that one. Tiven Pereira had to take that measure. He couldn't take any chances of a ball coming into your in goal, and Trinity chases right after it.
2 times Sudarshana now inside Royal after Trinity have kicked away possession, and that after good go forward ball as well. Need to look at their strategies. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Likely they will attack from the 40-meter mark. The forwards will not be happy with that, but I'm pretty sure that there's something wrong in the attack that Trinity is planning to do that. Right? Yes, the Pallekelle in goals are quite big compared to Royal Complex, so there is a chance that you could turn the defense behind, but not the right thing to do. Here is Royal now.
Trinity letting it bounce and wanted to make sure that they have men attacking it. Yes, Vikramasinghe deciding to go through the middle, and Royal defense is privy to it. Arya Vansa tucks the ball inside for Trinity. Premaratna now gives it to Alexander. Trinity forward still on the charge. Release, says the referee. Here's Shavin Premaratna, one man speed. Shavin Premaratna touches down. What an incredible drive from the young swimmer. This is what he's capable of doing. Shavin Premaratna delivers an absolute build to score Trinity's 4th try and has a sly smile on his face. Here's the replay. Royal were thinking that Premaratna will go to the boot, show and go, attacks the short quarters, missed tackle coming in, and Premaratna has a smile on his face. He's going to rewind that, I guarantee you, an obscene number of times, and he will absolutely enjoy that one.
A very well deserved try for Premaratna Sudarshana for the control and composure he's been having throughout the season. This is very well deserved under his name.
Kodituaku with the conversion and misses it out as well. This is what hurts Trinity. They are looking for points. Any points that are coming their way. Anything at all. 26 points to 45 is the aggregate. That reads much better than 29 points to 0 for Trinity. 26 points to 16 is the second leg score for Trinity College.
But how much can the kicking conversions have a result in the total aggregate, Sudarshana?
Absolutely, you are absolutely spot on. Trinity will rue all their kicking mistakes when it comes to that as Arya Vansa tucks it in for Trinity. Here's Premaratna surveying and putting the ball high up. This has worked for Trinity. Good contested balls coming in. Captain Sasanga under pressure by the defense.
Get back!
Tinet Gamage carrying it forward for Royal College. Here comes Randul Senanayake. Off to Tinet again. Here's Abdullah Yusuf. Abdullah Yusuf on the rampage. Absolute workhorse. Loves to deliver from wherever he plays for Royal. Yusuf. And that is going to be a penalty. Lovely bit of work right on top of that ball by 20 number 8, Chamendra Dhanapala. who supported his body weight and gave the man enough time to release and place it as well. There you go, he had enough time, but guilty of holding on to that ball and twisting and turning. Referee Yatavara privy to it. Kodituaku puts the ball to boot and finds touch inside the opposition half. This is good from Trinity College. Forward momentum. 8 penalties conceded by Trinity, 7 for Royal. So Royal will have to keep an eye out on trying to play the game of the opposition half, because territorially Royal have been cooped inside their own half, which is why they haven't been able to bring in their most potent weapon of the driving maul and their forwards into play. Win predictor coming up. Trinity College now at 55%. Royal losing ground a little. 45% to Royal College, and Trinity getting that slight advantage against the Royalists. Now again goes to the back. Basnaika manages to jiggle with it and collects it. Here's Loshika Vijayakon again with a big massive carry for Trinity College. All these are going to count. Arya Vansa.
Get back.
Trinity now trying to go through their forwards. Here's Premaratna putting the ball high up in a collectible area, but unfortunately for Trinity, oncoming Vijay Sekara, who has come in place of Anuhas Kodituaku, could not collect that ball. If he did, that would have been absolutely dangerous. Trinity's kicking game has been criticized sometimes, but this game they've executed it to perfection.
The more and more I see the way Trinitians are playing, I'm just wondering what happened in Colombo. Because even if in Colombo, if you see Hamza and Sudarshana, the first 15 minutes, this is how Trinity played in that Colombo game. Then suddenly everything changed. And this is that Trinity team that is capable of delivering day in, day out. They are a highly skilled team. Royal now will slow down the ball, make sure that they get into their groove. Look at that, look at that. That's the slowest throw I've seen into the scrum.
Absolutely lovely bit of work from the Royalists. Their forwards are very, very well drilled. Tiben Pereira kicks it, but finds Vijay Singh. Lovely step by Vijay Singh, not held in the tackle. Makes it available at the back. Here's Premaratna. Slows it down a little. Wants his men to line up. Here's Disanaika for Trinity. Making the ball available. Lushika Vijayakon has been a massive ball carrier for Trinity. Gaining very, very important yards, but this time around guilty of holding on to the ball. Royal taking it quickly. Sasanga gives it to Heshan. Here's danger coming in for Trinity, but Royal make a hash of that ball. Have lost it forward. Royal seems a little hassled. They're trying things they normally don't do. They don't take those quick taps. They kick to touch and they focus on their maul. Now they're trying to speed things up, which doesn't go their way. So Trinitians currently doing things well in order to win this second leg, but Royal College are a very well-drilled unit. All they need is possession to work with, and they have the discipline to hold on to that. Still Trinity with the most number of handling errors, 9 against Royals 8. 60 minutes on our clock. Second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield as Dhanapala breaks from the back. Trinity securing it. Here's Basnaika, but good pressure coming in from Royal College, and that's open ball. Lovely bit of turnover by Rahil Vijaysekara, who crashed onto that ball completely legally, because Trinitians did not do well in securing that ball. Kalyanaratna carries it forward. Now Royal will use their forwards. Tinet Gamage tucks it inside. Referee playing advantage in favor of Royal. This is what we spoke of. When they have possession, they know exactly what to do with it. Bashana Vijay Singh shows and goes, and he's castled inside the 22 meters. That's a penalty. Lovely bit of work yet again. Royal is getting in on the act. The forwards giving it their all, chasing that with commitment, getting that turnover, and making sure you have front football for Royal College.
Back to basics now for Royal College. Sudarshan, kick to touch, get the number 2 jumper to collect it. and use their weapon rolling maul.
Yes, pretty straightforward blueprint to follow for Royal College. It has worked for them time after time after time. So they will want to make sure that they try and deliver this one. Upegam Mudali has made the field in the number 24 jersey, and I believe that will be in place of skipper Litmal Moragoda of Trinity. So Loshika Vijayakon will have to shoulder the responsibility of leading this side in the next 20 minutes.
Time on.
Beg your pardon, that's only 8 minutes that we
On the
have
line,
in this
on the
second
line.
half. Time has flown by. Time, where have you gone in this incredible encounter? Royal with the feed in, held up. Maul calls the referee. Now Royal on the chart. Ball available at the back. Royal driving forward with the advantage. Here's Samaratna, he can see the line and he will dive across for his second, and Royal fourth try. Lovely bit of work by the Royal forwards. We knew exactly what they were going to do, but the execution has been sublime. Lovely bit of work. 21 points to 26. Trinity College, are you looking at another Bradby legs defeat? 26 points to 21. Royal can open the floodgates in the last 10 minutes. We saw that against St. Joseph's College in the league. They did exactly this. When they have position, they will dominate. Danuja Samaratna, the Royal hooker, getting his second score, and Nabil Yahya can cut the deficit to a mere 3 points. 2 points rather, if he is successful with this one. Taking a long hard breath. Yahya's conversion is not good. It's a 5-point game here at Pallekelle. Trinity 26, Royal 21, and that all-important aggregate. Royal have scored the half century. They have notched up 50 points, and Trinity with a massive mountain to climb. 24 points deficit, and they're chasing it. Here's Abdullah Yusuf collecting it cleanly for Royal College. It's still inside that 22 meters. Looking for Navin Pereira, who tucks it in for Royal, making that angle a little bit more easier for the kickers. Sasanga gives it to Pereira. Steven Pereira's kick finds touch. So Trinity with a golden opportunity. If they want to seal this game, if they want to seal the second leg of the Bradby Shield, here's the opportunity. You need to make sure that you make this one count. You've got to make sure that you capitalize on this opportunity. The Papare.com's most popular schoolboy cricketer is now live. SMS voting is now open. Make sure that you get your votes in for the 36 players who have been selected through web voting, and you will be able to make sure that your favorite is going to go the distance and is going to become the most popular schoolboy cricketer of 2022. Referee Yatawara having a word with the skipper and also the Royal number 8 Pereira. Well, what was that throw from Medama? Much to be desired from the Trinity hooker, because he's lucky, otherwise he could have ended up at the Royal halfback's hand if nobody jumped from Royal. Here's Sasanga. He goes to the pocket, finds Pereira, kicks the ball deep. Miscalculation by Vijay Singha. Atam Mansil puts the ball to boot. Has Yahya his opposite number, who ducks from the first tackle, finds the Barcelona Vijay Singha, who finally manages to bring him down. Coming Sasanga now to his deputy Vijay Sekara.
Get back.
Tucks the ball in for Royal College. Sasanga again readying a kick from the base. Has been the menu for Royal. Barcelona Vijay Singha gets away from the initial tackle, makes it available for Trinity College. Premaratna now will want to kick from the base again. Yes, puts a good high hanging kick. Abdullah Yusuf collecting it after a little bit of a jiggle. Very good work by the lanky flank-attained halfback, charged down by Kurituakko. And here's Kalanaratne. Kalanaratne from the round. Had one man to beat. Wasn't held in the tackle.
You can't jump.
I believe Kalanaratne was guilty of
you can't jump.
Jumping. You cannot jump, says referee Atavara straight away. And that was Kalanaratne, the guilty party. Need to be careful. Remember, he got 2 yellow cards in the first leg, both for intentional knock-on. So he will want to make sure that he keeps it under wraps. And if you are suffering from joint or muscle pain, don't let it go down. For instant pain relief, use Baraka Joint Ease Spray. Fast action, quick penetrating Baraka Joint Ease Pain Relief Spray offers instant relief from any type of joint and muscle injury associated with sports and day-to-day work. Available, of course, in all pharmacies and supermarkets island-wide. A homegrown product. Log on to Baraka Facebook page for more details. As Basindu Heshan, who has been a gem of a player for Royal College, bows out from the second leg of this 76th Bradby Shield encounter. Trinity, this time, going for a front pail. Premaratne now with an opportunity. He'll have to make a decision on what exactly he wants to do. Puts the ball up. And I've been prompted by my production crew that we need to try and decide on the Papare.com NDB player of the match. This one is going to be quite difficult because still the game is on the balance. 68 minutes on the clock, but there have been some real top performers who have really put their hands up from both the teams. And while I talk about what's available and who will be our NDB player of the match, what's going to be very interesting is that my 2 co-commentators have already made the decision of who they would like to be the NDB player of the match. And I do agree with you, gentlemen, and I do give you the opportunity. Hamza, you can call out the first name, or I'll get Dinuk to call out the first name, and Hamza, you give out the second name of the NDB player of the match.
Shavin
Premaratne.
There you go. It's unanimous here from the com box. Shavin Premaratne of Trinity College is the NDB player of the match for this encounter. He's been an electrifying presence in the middle. Here's Atab Mansil. Breaking 1, breaking 2, losing the ball in front.
Time's
Not
up.
ideal
Match
for
is over.
Trinity as they are chasing. And they have won the second leg of the 76th Bradby Shield. But congratulations to Royal College for securing the Bradby Shield for the 6th consecutive year. A little lost, don't know what to do, don't know whether to celebrate or not. Trinitians have won a second leg. Royal takes the big plum. Royal takes what matters back to Colombo. That's what they have been chasing. A little anticlimactic, isn't it, Hamza? We warned of this, but Trinitians will take heart at the fact that they have delivered a hearty performance, a gutsy performance. Royal, on the other hand, came with a job. They wanted to see it through. They wanted to be composed. They wanted to make sure that they take that all-important shield home, and they have done just that.
Definitely, Sudarshana, but for me, Trinity sealed the game within the first 10 minutes. They came hard in, came all out, put in 2 tries, and showed their intention. And from there on, it was all Trinity. Despite Royal coming back, Trinity they ended up dominant end of the day.
100% agree with you, Hamza, and I hope you agree that still this is the most beautiful ground in Sri Lanka. I'm not going to back down on that, but Trinity have won 2 out of 3 against Royal this season, that will bring her. Yes, the Bradby is going to stay there down in Colombo for another year. That is why you see this Royal team is not celebrating. It's like kissing your sister, isn't it? When you have lost the game, won the Bradby, you don't know what to do.
Yes, absolutely. Because trust me, that's not how a Bradby winning team looks like. They will celebrate when they hoist that all-important shield. The man carrying his daughter on his shoulders, Sulka Hamid, with that incredible aggregate. Kawin Sasanga leading the rally, and he has all the right to. He's won the Bradby Shield for Royal College. What a player he's been for Royal. Kawin Sasanga has been phenomenal. He was largely silent today. He did his number 9 work impeccably well. He kicked from base, managed to counter that Trinity's charges and Trinity's kicking territorial game. Here are the Lions. They will go out. They will not be entirely amused at the fact that they still surrendered the Bradby Shield at the complex. But here at home, they have delivered what was expected of them. They were expected to deliver a hardy performance, and they have done just that.
As you can see, Royal College coming out victorious for the 76th Bradby Shield. That is 7 years running, including the 2 years which were not played. But Trinity will definitely take this as a positive momentum for the years to come. And the man to definitely be noteworthy is Atab Manzil. He's had a fabulous game. He controlled the composure of the Trinity College outfit today, and I think Dinuk, you can rightfully agree with me.
Yeah, absolutely. What happened today, comparing to what happened at Royal Complex, is Atab Manzil was totally control on the bombs that Royal were putting in, and Shavin Premaratne was just returning back the flying rockets from the 40, from the 50, from the 22. But it was Manzil who was catching the high balls, not a single drop, attacking the Royal line every time he got the ball. What a player. He has another year, and that's going to be a crucial year for him. He'll be in the leadership group, and he's going to be one that we'll look out for next year.
As you can see, I very well know that Trinity College will take this as a positive go for the next year to come.
The man in charge, Dushant Leuke. He's done it all. He's won the Rugby Shield as a player. He's won it as a coach. He's managed to make sure that he delivers Royal Rugby what they most crave, the Bradby Shield, back to back alongside the league. Here's the player, NDB Player of the Match, sponsored by NDB Bag and selected by the Papare.com, presented by Senior Vice President of NDB Bag, Mr. Sanjay Pereira. And the player of the match goes to none other than Shavin Premaratne. Incredible stuff. And Mr. Sanjay Pereira, who seems to be an old Trinitian, will be delighted at the fact that he got to award this to a Trinitian who has displayed an gem of a game at number time. Shavin Premaratne, take a bow, young man. There may have been a lot of criticism of how he played the first leg, but boy, he redeemed himself in the second with flying colours.
Sanjay Pereira also represents the batch of 1987, the unbeaten Trinity side that last won the league. Unfortunately, I always say this, 2012 it was a win, but decided at the coach. Trinity, 26 points to 21, 4 tries to 3, and this is what Trinity is capable of, and this is what they dished out. First at Royal Complex, had a switch off day, that 29 points. I told you, Hamza, before the game, it's not going to be easy to catch up 29 against this Royal defense. You saw the tackles that was coming in even today. But Trinity came back well, but Royal a well-deserved winner for the Bradby.
But I think just one thing Trinity will definitely be sad about is the conversion rate and how that could have made an impact on the aggregate.
Yes, absolutely, because only 2 tries of therefore were converted by Trinity College. So that's another 4 points that would have been added.
The penalties, Sudarshana.
And also the penalties as well. In the first leg, 4 penalties which went to begging, that was 12 points. And you add all that up, points upon the Trinity College. But here are the highlights of what has been an exhilarating game from even us, the commentators who are nicely sitting here behind the mic. But here's how Trinity started off. They are scoring through their skipper, Lidmar Morogoda. Says, get out of my way. This is my try for the taking. Touches down and an incredible little move, 8-9 move. Shavin Premaratne knew exactly where he wanted to score, and then came this lovely bit of work by Kalanaratne, giving it out to Pasidu Heshan. Was not fully under control, but still found his way to the try line, scoring in the corner for Royal College. Lovely bit of work by Heshan and bit of a cash, and then came the Royal driving maul. How many times have we seen this? A little smile from Samararatne, who scored a brace in this game as well. Govida Wickramasinghe again had left his kicking boots at home, only getting that solitary penalty successful. And Kavi Sedima, a twist, a turn, a score. He never lost control of that ball. That was uncalled for by Royal College. Two players going on to the ball. Trinity employed another kicker in Anwar Skoritawaku, who delivered 2 conversions for Trinity College. But this one, moment of the game by far. Shavin Premaratne sealing it for Trinity, scoring underneath the boards. He's going to rewind that forever. He's going to say that story to his grandkids in the years to come. In 20, 30, 40 years, Shavin will still talk about that one. And of course, Samararatne, Dhanuja Samararatne, finishing off the scoring for Royal College. It's been an incredible game as the players now get an opportunity to enjoy their surroundings. But it's bittersweet, isn't it, for Royal College? They won the Bradby, but you don't see that jubilation. You don't see that celebrations. They are a little deflated because it's not a complete win. They would have wanted to wipe this one out of the park and make sure that they go celebrating from Pallekelle to Trinity, and then from Trinity up until Colombo. But today they will celebrate, make no mistake, but there will be that little bit pondering back in their mind, what if?
Definitely, Sudarshana. I think Royal would have definitely liked to clean sweep the Bradby Shield second leg encounter as well. But now we get ready for the presentation ceremony. And as you can see, the Royalists are lining up. And
well, until we cut across to the presentation ceremony, let's try and take a look at the key stats of this game. Trinity 26 points to Royals 21. Trinity scored 4 tries against Royals 3, but when it came to conversions, Trinity could not get a single conversion on spot. Trinity getting 2 penalties on their side, which cancelled out the 2 penalties that were scored by Royal College. NGP player of the match, Shavin Premaratne of Trinity College, who delivered an absolute masterclass from the number 9 jersey. And some very interesting stats as well from the match, courtesy of the Papare.com content crew, who are working very hard alongside the production and technical crew. 101 tackles made by Trinity College. Despite conceding 10 penalties, they've delivered more tackles than Royal College, who delivered 94 tackles. When you see that number, you know this was a very good, open, fast-paced game. Trinity winning 9 line-outs despite losing about 5. Royal, on the other hand, won 6 line-outs, scored thrice from that. Royal getting the 1 turnover of the game and handling errors. Trinity making more handling errors, but making sure that they go the distance in this second leg and managing to get the win. Royal College came with a plan, delivered it beautifully. 26 points to 21 at the end of the second leg. Despite losing this one, they go the distance, making sure that they win that one. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will have the action from the all-important award ceremony here at Pallekelle.
ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධාස
at Moratua
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහල.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
Kurunagala City ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
Papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නූරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
final showdown Kandy Sports Club
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට.
මොනවදාලු මේවේ කිසි ක්‍රිස්පි ගතියක් නැහැනේ.
ක්‍රිස්පි නෑ? එතකොට මේ කර කර ගාලා හැපෙන්නේ?
කර කර ගාලා හැපෙනවා.
මොනවද කිව්වේ? ක්‍රිස්පි කේස් මෙතන බෑ. ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක.
ක්‍රිස්පි නේ.
ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ.
We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered.
Welcome back to the live action from Pallekelle Rugby Stadium, and we are ready with the presentation of the all-important shield. And here we are cutting across for the presentation ceremony.
All good things must come to an end, but with every ending, there's a bright new beginning waiting for you. Hours, days and weeks of anticipation and suspense have been leading up to this moment. The moment where we crown the victors of the 76th Bradby encounter. But before we do that, I must take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for all their unwavering support that contributed to the success of this Bradby. Team sponsor, NDB Bank. Principal sponsor, SLT Mobitel. Co-sponsors, Shockman and Samara Vikrama, Montreal Consultants Private Limited, and Prime Choice Financial Group. Sponsored by Quickie.lk, our FNB partners, Ceylon Cold Stores PLC, and Coca-Cola Beverages Sri Lanka Limited. And now the moment these players, you the spectators, the hundreds and thousands of viewers tuned in from around the world have been waiting for. The moment the winners of the Bradby hoist this beautiful historic shield above their heads. The shield that stands as a culmination of the hours and hours of hard work, sacrifice, blood, sweat and tears of the 25 players who give their all to the sport and the school they hold so dear to their hearts. They played it hard, they played it fair, they played with all their heart. For the 6th year running, the winners of the 76th Bradby encounter with a final aggregate score of 50-26, the Tuskers from Reed Avenue, Royal College, Colombo!
Well, there you go, jubilation for Royal College as they managed to secure the coveted Bradby Shield for yet another year What a performance it has been from these young lads who missed out on a league title by just one game. Here they are going up the podium at Pallekelle to celebrate their victory. Royal College, clinical in the first leg, put on a terrific performance of 29 points to nil. Despite losing the second leg, 26 points to 21 after a spirited show by Trinity, they have earned the right to make their way to the VIP enclosure of Pallekelle Rugby Stadium. And Kavin Sasanga will relish this opportunity to be able to hoist that all-important shield above his head and celebrate like any royal captain would dream of. These are moments that these boys have worked really hard for. They've made massive sacrifices for. A lot of planning, a lot of thinking has gone through, and here it is. Royal College, winners of the 76th Bradby Shield 2022, and with that they have increased their tally to 35 victories out of the 76 encounters we have witnessed. A loud, massive royal spell here at Pallekelle, and it has been an absolute pleasure bringing you this live telecast from Trinity College Rugby Stadium here at Pallekelle, and I can assure you the royalist celebration will go deep into the night. Trinity, of course, have nothing to be ashamed of. They did put up a lion-hearted performance from the get-go of the second leg. They'll be ruining the chances. They'll be ruining the kicking chances that they missed. They will be ruining the 4 conversions that they missed. They will be ruining the 4 penalties that they missed in the first leg. But that's a wrap of the story here at Pallekelle, as the crowds will slowly now make their way for all the celebrations. Royal make their way down from the podium, and again the coveted Bradby Shield, introduced by former principal of Royal College E.L. Bradby, will go back to the Reed Avenue. Well, key stats for you again. The second leg of the Bradby Shield, despite Royal being the jubilant outfit after the 2 legs. The second leg was won by Trinity College, 26 points to 21. Trinity scoring 4 tries against Royals 3. Papare.com player of the match, Shavin Kramer of Trinity College, who delivered an absolute masterclass playing in the number 9 jersey. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you this live telecast from Trinity College Rugby Stadium here at Pallekelle, and what a Bradby it has been. We've been yearning for the Bradby to return, and Bradby did return in style. We conclude the series with 26 points to 50. Royal achieving that 50 mark in the 2 legs aggregate and winning it comfortably. A lovely bit of work from both the teams, delivering some top-notch rugby. It's been an absolute pleasure, like I mentioned, bringing you this telecast, and we really do hope that you enjoyed the game as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until we meet next time, alongside the Papare.com production, technical and content crew, and my 2 co-commentators, Hamza Riza and Dinuk Bhaskaran, I'm Sudarshan Paris, signing off for the Papare.com. Woo!
We live in a world that's rapid and demanding. We live in a community that values trust and reliability. So what if speed and convenience had a new makeover? Introducing the new Quickie.lk, Sri Lanka's favorite online marketplace. Quickie.lk, convenience delivered.
ප්‍රශ්නේ බාබකිව් නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිට්ස්. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ බාබකිව් කික් එක.
Naina barbecue, ne?
NDB Bank is crowned as the best bank in Sri Lanka 2022 by the prestigious Euromoney UK, reaffirming the bank's strength and stability. This accolade follows NDB being named Best Bank by the Global Finance USA and the Banker UK over the last 3 years. We thank our valuable customers and stakeholders for being a part of our success. NDB Bank, the future is banking on us.
මොනවදාලු මේවේ කිසි ක්‍රිස්පි ගතියක් නැහැනේ.
ක්‍රිස්පි නේ? එතකොට මේ කර කර ගාලා හැපෙන්නේ?
කර කර ගාලා හැපෙනවා.
මොනවද කිව්වේ? ක්‍රිස්පි කේස් මෙතන බෑ. ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක.
ක්‍රිස්පි නේ?
ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ?
We are at the dawn of an astronomical digital metamorphosis. This is the new frontier in banking, where limits are a thing of the past. NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ප්‍රශ්නේ ක්‍රිස්පි නම් උත්තරේ ක්‍රිස්කෝ. මෙලිබන් සේවරි ක්ලික් එකේ ක්‍රිස්පි කික් එක.
ක්‍රිස්පි නේ?
ක්‍රිස්කෝනේ?
College, your champions!
Pallekelle hot and spicy, cheering got bigger than maybe. Saturday baby, kappe ate, match එක පන්තර ළඟ දාවි. Saturday baby, හිත තාල නැත වෙනා. Me fun tamai.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.